Hey guys, it's Kerry Creation, and this week we're going to get right into it with an artwork rework. This is a character for one of my other roleplays that's on hiatus at the moment, but will be starting up again soon, so I wanted to redraw her. I haven't drawn her since 2022, when I originally designed her. Her name is Danièle Sigolene Dumont. She is for a Vampire the Masquerade Dark Ages game, and she is a French noblewoman vampire. So the system for Vampire the Masquerade is one that I haven't personally used before, but I'm trying to have as much fun with it as possible. One of my friends helped me to figure out how to get exactly what I want out of this character, and I'm really excited for her because she's a pretty powerful generation of vampire because of her abilities and her backstory, which is really fun for me. It means she can do a lot of extra stuff, and, you know, for anyone who does tabletop roleplay, the more stuff you get to do, the more fun you can have. It kind of depends, really, but, you know, there's a lot of interesting stuff that I'm going to get to do with her, which includes things like brainwashing people and attacking up to 4 times per turn. So I'm really excited about that when it does get started up again. And the main thing I wanted to try and get out of this redraw for her and this redesign, well, I wouldn't really call it a redesign. I didn't really change much about her design at all. It's just reworking it because all my old pictures of her, which I'll show here as well, they don't really capture her personality. She doesn't have a great personality, to be fair. She's very self-centered and power-hungry and really just doesn't care about anything that doesn't immediately benefit her. So I wanted to kind of show that a bit better. She can put on a friendly exterior for people who she deems to be worth her time, but overall she's not a good person, and I'm actually looking forward to playing that in a roleplay. I have mechanical reasons to make her a not very good person. In this system, you actually get rewarded for having a nature that you try to hide, and when you do give into it, you can be rewarded for it. For anyone who, I guess, knows about the system, Vampire the Masquerade has a couple of different clans of vampire. Danièle is from the Bruja clan, if I'm saying that correctly. I have never played a Vampire the Masquerade game. This is my first introduction to it, so that's why I kind of wanted to go a better generation of vampire so that I could make the most of it and get to use the most of the system possible. But that comes with its own dangers in-game as well, I guess. But yeah, she's a Bruja vampire, which means she has access to 3 specific disciplines in the system. The main ones that she's going to be using is celerity and presence. So basically she's really fast and really charismatic. She also has the ability to be really strong, but I haven't actually put any points into that because she's not really a strength character. That's not how I'm designing her. She's going to be mostly using her charisma and swords to do what she needs to do, I guess, which is why she has 5 points into dexterity and 4 points into charisma and appearance, because that's essentially how she's going to use all of her abilities. Her basic tactic in any fight is brainwash people to betray their friends and then stab them a bunch. Again, not a good person, but that's going to be part of the fun, hopefully. Her nature is bravo, and her demeanor is bon vivant, and this is just from memory now because I've kind of lost it in my mind. It has been a really long time, but I'm pretty sure the Bravo, her nature, is essentially just mean. It's just kind of violent and mean, and willing to do whatever it takes to get what she wants, whereas her demeanor is essentially a socialite. So she presents herself as a socialite while being violent and bloodthirsty, and anytime that she is violent or bloodthirsty, she will be rewarded for that, which I'm pretty happy about. So I spent a little bit of time, you might have seen earlier in the video, working on this brooch design. In the original picture that I showed, she was just wearing, it was just a blue circle. It was a gemstone. It didn't really have much effort put into it. But that was one of the things I did want to improve on her design, was giving it all just a little bit more detail. So like, you know, her earrings actually have like a shape to them. Her brooch is actually looking like a brooch now. I don't really know what they're called, but those straps across her chest, I gave more detail and design, because the time period that we're going to be playing in, you know, clothing was intricate back then, I think. I don't know. I also just liked how it looked, so we added that in as well. At this part of the video, I was trying to figure out what color I wanted her to be wearing, and honestly, she looks good in all of them in my opinion, but I decided to stick with this plum color because I really liked the way that it was like muted but dynamic as well, and I think the red was too much. It clashed with her hair a little too much, and I didn't really want her to be wearing blue because I want her to stand out, and that's what a lot of the other characters are probably going to be wearing. Other than that, I messed around with her makeup a little bit because I wanted to make her look really intense. The whole point of this picture was I wanted her to look like intense and uncaring and basically show that part of her personality a bit better. Because even though she doesn't have a good personality, she does have one. It's just not ideal, and we're gonna have to forgive her for that because, you know, reasons. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, I didn't make many changes to her design because I was still really happy with the overall design of how she looked. Her color scheme, all of that, I think stands out really nicely compared to what the other characters are going to have appearance-wise going on. And yeah, so my biggest thing with reworking this artwork of her was putting personality into it, because that's something that I feel like I've really grown a lot over the last year or so. Like I said, I haven't drawn her since 2022, and back then I don't think I couldn't do emotion, but I didn't put as much energy into it. I was drawing pretty pictures without really conveying a story behind them. So I'm just kind of hoping that this image of her does convey her story just that little bit better. Like, in my opinion, it has more personality, and that's what I wanted to work on with this artwork specifically. So maybe let me know down in the comments if you think I succeeded in that, because everyone loves getting comments. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about any changes that I did make. I didn't really make that many changes. I just kind of drew it more updated in what my style has become, and I think it does look a lot better. I'm so happy with it, and the end product I think came out really well. When it came to doing the background, I wasn't sure what to do with it, and I wanted to kind of recreate what I did in the original one but update it, so that's what I've done here, and I really hope you guys like it as much as I do. So this is Danielle, and I'm really happy with the comparison between how she was last time I drew her and now. I can see all the flaws with the original picture, so I'm so much happier with this one, and I really hope you guys like it as well. If you liked the video, please put a like on it. It really makes me feel good, and if you are not already subscribed, consider subscribing. I'm so close to hitting 200 subscribers, and I'm really excited for that, so hopefully you will consider it. And other than that, I will see you guys next time. Bye!